I've got something pretty good for you guys today. You're gonna have to forgive my voice, it's a little scratchy because I'm sick. Early reviews are in for my book and people have been overwhelmed by it. They've been absolutely falling in love with it, which is a huge honor to me and brings me a great deal of joy because that's what I wrote it for in the first place. I think that this is a message that all Christendom needs to hear, and that if we really took it to heart and really lived like we believed it, including me, it could change everything. Darrell W. even went so far as to say that this is the message that will be at the root of the next great awakening. And of course, I'm happy to have people buy the book. I've priced it as low as I can to allow for as many people as possible to purchase it. But there's probably a good chunk of you that really want to understand what the message of the book is, and you want to get it in a summary or an overview form. But you're not actually trying to buy the book right now. I know times are hard all around, so I'm not trying to force people to buy the book in order to hear this message. So what I'm going to do over the course of the next 3 months or so is every week I'm going to release a video called Overview. There will be one video for every single chapter in the book, and my goal is that you should be able to, in an hour and a half, if you really were interested, be able to get the overview, the full picture of what the message of the book is without having to pay me to get it. We're going to start with the introduction. We're going to move on to chapter 1, then chapter 2, then chapter 3, and so on. So if you could do me a huge favor by liking and subscribing and ringing the notification bell. But more importantly, I'm going to include all of this in a playlist, and this will be the first video. So go find the playlist for the overview series and share it to your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, wherever your friends are, so that they can get this life-changing teaching without having to pay me in order to get access to it. Of course, if you want to dive deeper afterwards, you can always buy a copy, but I don't want to put that as the barrier between you and the teaching of the new creation that can change your life. That's why this YouTube channel exists. I want it to be publicly available, and I want to start a conversation that changes all of Christendom. Of course, I'll be publishing other videos in between that are going to be about different topics and different subjects. So if you want to know which ones pertain to this overview series, you just check the thumbnail up in the top left corner and you'll be able to see that there's going to be a little OV dash and then a number, and that'll tell you which chapter it's for. I is introduction, 1 is chapter 1, 2 is chapter 2, and so on. This will also be a good way to review briefly what the subject of each chapter is. So if you really loved my chapter on work, for instance, you can just go watch OV6 and get a high-level overview of what's taught in the Overlap Life book. This is really meant to be an introduction. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this video, but I just thought I'd let you know. And you can go ahead and look below this video in the playlist and you'll be able to find all of the others. And I'll even include links to the description as we update them. Thank you as always for your support, and may God richly bless you as you seek to live more faithfully to Him, further up and further in.